When driving through Tuba City, you may notice the stray dogs at the gas stations begging for treats. But there is much more to these reservation dogs than you may think. NAZ Today's Tori Smith has a story.
Stray dogs have always been an issue here on the reservation, and we're here in Tuba City to give you guys an inside look. An estimated 25,000 dogs roam Navajo Nation, eating whatever they can to survive. The main issues? Disease and attacks.
So what we see on the reservation is just a lot of disease, skin conditions, parvo, distemper, ringworm, the skin condition. We see a lot of mange because, these dogs that may be free roaming and owned or not owned are not receiving regular, even annual, right? I'm just talking once a year vet care.
Many of the dogs that come in from the reservation need a lot of medical care. That includes surgeries from past injuries. These dogs are often picked up by travelers through the reservation, but Olson recommends adopting through a local shelter rather than picking up a dog on the side of the road, unless they are ill, injured, or emaciated.
I don't think picking up dogs at gas stations and when you're on the reservation is the right thing, right? We know a lot of times those animals are owned. They might live at the neighborhood. They can roam for miles. They usually have packs they hang out with and then they come back home. And we've worked really closely with Navajo Nation Animal Management. And the language is, don't pick up strays.
Former resident of Hopi, Ira Talosima, says these dogs are often looked down upon, and his memory turns to a particular dog.
There's this one dog who was completely riddled with ticks, mange, and wandered around the village. Everybody used to throw rocks at it, kick it, shoo it away as possible. All the village dogs used to beat up on it. But then every time I see it around, it's just avoided everybody. It'll bark at you, it'll show its teeth at you, but as soon as you flinch its way, it'll just run off. Talks a lot of game, but when you actually try and do something, it's really scared.
Dog lovers might find these dogs adorable and want to take them home or pet them, but they aren't all nice. Many reports of dogs being aggressive have led to serious dog attacks and have resulted in the death of people, livestock, and other animals. One recent attack involved a pack of wild dogs in Shiprock that mauled a young girl, killing her.
They have a tendency to kill livestock. So they kill cows, they kill sheep, they kill chickens, and they can kill people, yes. But it's all in their survival instincts, They're doing what they can to survive. So in a way you can't really hold it against them, but in a way you can, because that's a part of our life as well.
Many of the animal shelters on the reservation do not have the funding to take care of all the animals that roam around the area. According to Navajo Nation animal control laws, if animals are not claimed within 72 hours, they are either subject to euthanasia, adoption, or are placed in a welfare agency. With the amount of animals that roam free, euthanasia tends to be the most humane and likely choice.
We are all responsible for this situation. We're all responsible for helping and for caring about the animal in front of us. And understanding the bigger picture in a way that we might not know the details, right? How do we get to this situation where there's hundreds of thousands of free roaming, unwanted, seemingly unwanted dogs on the reservation? I don't know that we can ever really answer that question, but we know if we don't do something about it now, it's just going to continue to grow.
One of the only things we can do to help is to spay and neuter animals to keep the overpopulation down and supporting adoption at local shelters. Tori Smith, NAZ Today.